First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Browns of Brooklyn taking on the Detroit Lions.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The punter Jack Fox has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Now the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
45-yard line.
By 20.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yards to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Lions hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Goff now looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep him. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mason Graham in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Browns first down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Point after try forthcoming. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught at the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Brian Thomas, 65 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. And Charles tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. You hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Jack Fox to kick off for the
Here are the
Lions
Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A give up the middle. Judkins and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's good for a Brooklyn first down. First and 10 at the 46.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's downfield. He's got Fannin. And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Mahomes going to throw. Pass caught right side, Fannin.
complete to
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And again, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes will do it himself. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now second and goal.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, with the problems they've had getting rid of the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half.
Lions 14.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
180. Hold on. Hey, chill. Listen. Cornell. What's up?
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Deuce. 180.
Gone. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A shotgun snap for Goff. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Gibbs is into the end zone with touchdown Lions. He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
The score of Lions 21, Browns 17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins, 24 yards. And the Browns have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48.
There's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Back to throw, Goff. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give, here's Judkins. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's gonna get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Looked like an issue with a snap, and he pulled it wide left. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
This 2nd and 4. Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 4. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Now it's gone. That is caught. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Lions.
To the air again, Goff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Goff. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Goff now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
28, Browns 24. Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fast footwork by White. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. And Mahomes will do it himself. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Mahomes to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Detroit, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.